much PG.
Life really is a
New Super Mario movie. Okay?
matter of perspective, dear viewer.
Very happy.
One man's trash could be another man's treasure, and the only thing separating the two is what personally matters.
Highest Kupo Kato hugging thighs, hi cute pokers.
Did you see it?
You are cute to us, cool, you cute in fact.
I haven't seen it.
To them. Case in point, Super Mario Galaxy.
I actually really like the first movie. I am really curious for this one.
A film that's poised to dominate the April box office and is probably going to be one of the few movies this year to hit $1 billion. But is it actually worth your time and money? Well, it all comes down to perspective. If you're a little kid with ADHD who just wants to see lots of bright colours and action and
I am a little kid with ADHD and I want to see lots of colors because no other games have it.
loud noises and a plot that literally never lets
Bo said it's a banger. Did you see it? Motherfucker, I want to see it too.
up for a single second, or a lifelong Nintendo superfan who's content to bask in the warm, comforting glow of nostalgia while munching member berries as they allow the film to carry them back into a simpler, happier, more innocent time in their life, then well, you can safely ignore everything I'm about to say in this review and just go see the film. You'll probably have an absolute blast and come away
It looks so good though. It was so happy looking.
happy and contented, even if you're not entirely sure what you just saw, but you probably won't care. And the drinker supports this. Never let it be said I want to get in the way of people having a good time. If, however, you're hoping for something just a little deeper, maybe some meaningful character arcs,
Then I will watch Zootopia. It's so deep. How to become furry 101.
or a story that tugs at the heartstrings and stays with you longer than the walk back to your
This is
car,
PG.
you're probably going to come up short with this one. Allow me to elaborate. The story, such as it is, picks up sometime after the events of the first Mario movie. Bowser is now imprisoned by Mario and Luigi after being defeated at the end of the previous film.
Aww.
Princess Peach is now the benevolent ruler of the Mushroom Kingdom, and all seems to be going well. Until this weird little star thing shows up one day to report that Peach's long-lost sister Rosalina has been captured by Bowser Jr., who's planning to use her power to free his dad from prison.
Okay, but if there's a Bowser Jr., who's Bowser's wife? Who's the mom? Or did he just lay his own egg and he has like a baby? Peach? No! A Koopa? Surely not. Mama Peach? Surely not. Chibidoki? Okay, I can see that.
So that they can take over the galaxy together.
That's
so
it.
Peach
It's
heads off to
Chibidoki.
rescue her sister and save the fucking day, while Mario and Luigi just kind of hang around waiting for something to happen. And happen
Fair
it
enough.
does, when Bowser Jr. shows up and tries to rescue his dad, forcing the two brothers to head off and reunite with Peach so that the rest of the plot can happen. And all the different factions come together for one final battle to stop Bowser's super weapon, rescue Rosalina, and save the entire galaxy.
Holy shit, she's tall. Why is she so fucking tall? Like, Peach is like a head shorter. Is she like floating or what the fuck?
Rosalina and save the entire galaxy. Just another day at the office then. You know, reviewing a movie like this is actually pretty challenging because in some ways it lacks even the most basic elements of what a movie is, so there's not a whole lot for me to analyse. 3-act plot structure with dramatic highs and lows? Don't need it. The plot is more like a 90-minute trailer, a heat-seeking missile streaking towards its target, never slowing down or deviating from its course even for a second. I'm not kidding, the pace of this film is unlike anything I've ever seen before. It literally never stops. Everything just gets thrown at you in this relentless bombardment with almost no cause and effect to link any of it together. No sooner is one plot event dropped in than we move right along to the next with zero time to catch our breath or take any of it in. Like I say, if you're a little kid who just wants to get to the next
Okay, but hear me out. If it's a Super Mario movie, maybe it doesn't have to be about like big fucking plots. It has to be colorful and it has to be interesting. You know, like I am not going there to discuss political debates and philosophical issues of what's wrong with current society, you know?
action scene and
It's just
doesn't really
whatever,
give a
it's
shit
fun.
about how or why any of it's happening, this movie is absolute heaven for you. For anyone else though, it's gonna feel like the cinematic equivalent of 3 Red Bulls followed by a line of coke.
Okay, but hear me out. That sounds actually kind of fun to me. What do you mean?
Character arcs? Nah, not really. Nobody really learns anything about themselves or changes through the course of the film. They never have to make difficult choices that tell you more about them as people. They all just kind of get pulled from one set piece to another depending on the whims of the writers. What's interesting though is that
I just want to see more of Luigi. He didn't get too much screen time in the first movie. He was just like, oh no, I guess I'm kidnapped now. I miss my brother.
for a movie with Mario's name on the poster, the script actually has very little interest in Mario or Luigi. For the most part, they're just kind of along for the ride, playing second fiddle to far more important characters. The real narrative focus is split between Peach, who's on a quest to rescue her sister and forms what I could best describe as the core of the film, and Bowser, who's caught between loyalty to his son and his friendship towards the Mario brothers. I mean, it's not exactly deep and meaningful character work, but it's something, I guess. But remember what I was saying about perspective? Well, you can...
I don't know what kind of story he's expecting from a Super Mario movie. You know, where it's a Japanese game about an Italian plumber trying to rescue a princess who is double his size. You know, like, what, love and friendship?
Always rely on Grace Randolph to...
From a castle, from a sentient turtle who kind of spits fireball at you?
Provide you with a particularly retarded one.
I continue to feel that Bowser and now Bowser Jr. are a little bit too actually evil. Like, it goes beyond cartoon villainy.
A villain? Being evil? What? Whoa! Whoa!
I think maybe because they kind of mimic, like, the toxic manosphere.
Did she just say that Bowser is like the patriarchy? He's toxic. A single dad, I'm sorry, gentlemen, a single dad is basically a picture of what's wrong with society. Toxic masculinity. I don't think that this lady has a husband or a boyfriend. And if she does, may that guy survive it for a long, long time.
That is, like, I don't know if it's becoming more and more popular, if it's maybe finally reached its breaking point.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
I'm going to be honest here, I have literally no idea what she's talking about, and I think most people watching her review didn't either. There is nothing even vaguely resembling the toxic manosphere in these two characters. It's just a generic story about a son trying to live up to his father's legacy, only to realise he maybe didn't understand the legacy quite as well as he thought. As I said earlier though, the real focus here is on Princess Peach, and holy shit do they go all in on this character, to the point where it starts to feel like some weird fetish on the part of the writers. She is, without a doubt, the most powerful, capable, and important character in this entire universe, and it's not even close.
Ah, she's a Mary Sue, just like the guy's wife.
Time after time, she defeats literally dozens of enemies all at once with zero difficulty, overcomes every trap and obstacle with ease, finds every piece of information she needs, and ultimately unlocks her true power to save the entire galaxy. I mean, it doesn't feel mean-spirited or anything. I never got the impression the film was trying to crap on men or anything like that, but Jesus Christ, you do know there's other characters in this movie, right? Like, why even put them in there if you're just gonna have Peach do basically everything by herself? At this point, we're so far in.
She is an independent, strong woman who needs no Italian plumber to come and save her anymore. I'm sorry, you're welcome.
So far into the princess who rescues herself trope that she doesn't just rescue herself, she even rescues another fucking princess while she's at it. On that subject, a lot of people on Open Bar last night were asking me what Brie Larson's Rosalina is like. Is she a Captain Marvel style girl boss who's out to dominate every situation? And
what I want to know is that, is the depressed little star still depressed? Does it all still want to die? That's what I need to know.
Put the boys in their place? Well, no, not really. There's not even a whole lot I can say about her, to be honest. She's in like 2 scenes at most.
We
She's
can
functionally
only hope.
identical to Princess Peach, and just generally comes across as a pretty nice person trying to protect her surrogate family. And hey, Brie seems pretty happy to be part of this film, and who can blame her? After like 5 years in actor's jail, she's probably happy to just be doing anything. For me though, the real star of the show was Glenn Powell's Fox McCloud, who's cool and suave and absolutely owns every scene he's in. The only problem is he doesn't even show up until like the last 30 minutes, and he's chronically underused. Shit man, I would take an
Jesus Christ. That feels such a big shift from anything else being animated. It's suddenly like a furry. Oh no, there's gonna be a lot of furry corn about it. Oh no.
entire film about him just flying.
Do not with the hear me out. Do not. No, I don't want to hear it. You are not allowed to fog the fox. No. No, no, no.
Spaceships and going off on adventures. Characters and plot aside, Mario fans looking for member berries, references, in-jokes, and nostalgia bait are in for an absolute treat with this one. As someone who played Super Mario World to death back in the early 90s, even I cracked a smile at some of the recognisable iconography, vehicles, and characters. The visual style and the animation is just as bright, colourful, and fast-paced as you'd expect. This soundtrack is suitably epic and bombastic. Some of the action scenes are pretty impressive.
I'd counter tell you this, but the Star Fox's first female fox main character is the biggest furry fandom icon.
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so.
And yeah, it can all get a bit hyperactive and overwhelming at times, but what can I say? They know their audience with this one, and they're probably giving them exactly what they want. Anyway, I've prattled on long enough. The real question you're asking here is whether Super Mario Galaxy is worth your time. Well, the best I can say is that if you liked the first one, you're probably going to enjoy the sequel just as much. It's really just more of all the things you got last time with
I will buy it on Prime when it comes out. That's it. I'm not going to the cinema. I'm sorry, I'm busy.
everything dialed up to 11. It's
I
bright,
cannot.
it's colourful, it's fast
Don't
paced,
buy
and if
it.
you're willing to switch your
No, we are good people of the internet, and we are always purchasing media legally. Okay? You are. You're silly. For legal reasons, he's joking. He's always purchasing all legally obtained media.
brain completely off, then
Yep,
there's fun
yep.
to be had with it for sure. If, on the other hand, you're looking for a movie that's deeper than a puddle, that has an actual story to tell and interesting characters to delve into, you're probably looking in the wrong place. As I say, it all comes down to perspective.
Dude, it's so sad that Disney was like the kings of being having like animated movies, and it's like, yep, we don't have it. When was the last time you watched a Disney movie and it was actually good, like an animated one? I think mine was like Encanto, maybe, and even that one was like, I kind of liked the music and the story was like alright, but Zootopia too? Okay, Zootopia doesn't count.
Anyway, that's all I've got for today.
Sure.
Go away now.
Why? Well, it was fine, no? Was it not? Was it not fun? The Lion King animated. Jesus Christ, dude. That was a hot moment ago. Do you mean the 3D one? Or like the drawn one? Because nuh-uh. Maybe Up, bro. I would never watch Up again. I fucking sobbed my heart out. That was disgusting.